Thank you. You too.
Love you guys.
Absolutely.
Hi, everyone. Oh, gosh. And here we are.
Here we are.
We were just talking about some challenges of this last week. But we're here, and I always want to say we're here and we're queer, but I think
we could be queer.
Yeah, we could. I think I'm in that category somewhere, but
isn't everyone a little queer?
I think so. Yes, I always say that too.
Yeah.
We're all.
I'm queer.
I always say we're all gay. So, anyways, welcome to Sundays 11:11, and as people come on in, hi Flower Power, hugs Greeter, hi Renee. So yeah, love. So, as it goes, y'all put your questions down, and we star them, and they go in order. Yes. And if you have any prayer requests, that goes in, and we star them for the end. Mm-hmm. And but yeah, other than that, so yesterday I had a really crazy day, and now I understand that tomorrow's the new moon. Is tomorrow the new moon, Sonja? Do you know? I think it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow is the new moon.
Been disconnected. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like tomorrow's new moon, and I guess your body does weird stuff when you're coming upon a new moon. And I didn't realize that till this. I had the this full moon in eclipse all the way to the new moon. It's been a tough one. How about you guys?
I'm just in a lot of I'm healing over here. So I got COVID. So I've been COVID brain, and I've been completely out of it. So everything just feels heavy, and the energies, everything else is not helping. So I've been a little bit out of it.
Gina, no, she's not feeling much better, but she put a smile on for us this morning.
Yeah. Yep. I miss everybody.
Oh, we missed you too.
Yeah, we did. We always do when you're not here.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So yesterday I thought I was gonna be Marie fucking Kondo and reorganize the pantry. And so I took what you're supposed to do is you take everything out, right? And then you reorganize in cute little containers and get it all back in. Well, as soon as I got everything out, I started a migraine, and my migraines are such as that you can't see, blind, like you literally blind. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I had already had my sciatica problem when I woke up, and it went all the way up to here. Like it was really bad morning in regards to that. I don't even know why I thought I'm going to be able to do this. So I had everything out of the pantry, and we were having nephew and girlfriend over for dinner, but everything's out of there. So it's just not a good scenario. All that to say is I took a boatload of ibuprofen, and ibuprofen doesn't sit well with my stomach. And so that's kind of what I'm dealing with today is the after effects of ibuprofen. So anyway, so not that we're here to complain about everything that's going on. But
I don't have anything to really complain about.
Good.
It's
yay.
Yay.
Woo! Yay! I'm okay right now. So yeah, but anything can happen. I've had some weird dreams.
We'll talk.
I've had some weird dreams, like very vivid, like where I wake up and I either think I'm still in the dream or there's that level of confusion where it's like, well, where am I?
And we're going to talk about that tonight on Spirit Intuitive Tarot.
Look at you. Do you have it written down so that you can say it? Is that
No,
what
it's right there on your
screen
thing there.
Oh, you read it off the screen. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Love you, Dad.
Yeah. So tonight is the Dream Team, if you didn't catch that. So, but yeah, I have said it myself. Yeah. Flower power. Mine is getting worse and worse and worse. I did look up. Ooh, echo.
Yeah, that was weird.
Anyway.
You sound like the mighty Oz.
Here we go. Oh, still there.
It'll probably,
now.
Yeah, it'll fix it on itself.
Okay. So, someone else talk.
What do you want me to say? Let's see.
Oh,
No,
I can tell the Raymond. What do you want to talk about, Sonja? What's going on? I'm not sure.
It's only on my side.
Yeah, it's only on your side.
So yes, Karen, that was what I was going to say is, yeah, I looked up because I used to do acupuncture and it was so awesome for my back. And then I had to stop because it, to keep maintenance up of that, it can be costly. So I had to stop for a while, but I literally was searching this weekend for a good one here in the Springs. Because finding that finding that acupuncturist is important. That right one, the good one, right? Mm-hmm. So this one the one I found does all Reiki acupuncture, and there's also massage there. You can do, so you can set up a whole little regime of things. So I might do that. I used to do chiropractor. I've done everything, but the acupuncturist was the best for sciatica. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so that, yeah. Uh-oh. Tammy's missing 2 pages out of her dream journal. Hurricane Agatha in southeastern Mexico. Please, I saw waves coming island when I was there this winter. Okay, we'll look at that, Terry. So yeah, okay, Gina wants me to do both the chiropractor and the acupuncture. Okay, so welcome if you're new here. Please go ahead and throw up your questions. We star them when we start. Tammy's is out of control too. I wonder if it's a thing right now.
Interesting. Mine hasn't flared up, knock on wood.
Okay, yeah, you don't need that as well.
So you got sciatica too?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've really had a bad flare up with it. Yeah, it's not fun.
So sorry, ladies.
I have not. The thought of getting down on the floor and
it feels really good to elevate the feet that way. It does. Right. It helps.
All right. I'll
scoot your butt as close as the wall that you can, and then put your feet up.
Okay.
And, yeah.
All right. I'll give it a shot.
Lisa's like, what? No, well, the reason why I tilted my head was that's interesting because here I am telling too much on the internet again. When I'm in bed, just hanging out in the bed, sometimes I'll just put my legs on the wall.
Yeah, it's
good
because
it's just cozy. It's weird.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you already know how to do it. So,
it's just a comfortable position. Sometimes I'll do that for a little bit, and then I'll put them down. I don't know what that means, but
William has his spine pushing into the spinal cord. Oh, William. Ooh. Okay. All right. Terry says it's heaven. Okay. I'll get down on that floor. So just the end of the story is I got everything back in and organized eventually before making dinner and doing all that. But I got through my yesterday, but my stomach is now paying for it because of the ibuprofen.
Oh, did you not take it with food?
I did take it with like a protein shake thing.
Oh no, you need something a little more solid.
Oh, okay.
That stuff is intense.
Okay.
Yeah, at least a piece of bread or something like that, just to have something a little heavier on your stomach.
That's probably what I didn't do, and now I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
I don't usually end up on the floor while sober. Exactly. All right. So let's, it's just, the world is wacky right now. So let's check into some of these questions, see if we can bring some.
Here we go.
Here we go, guys.
I've been prepping for this all day. It's like, oh, I know these questions are coming.
But that's okay, and that's what we're here. We're here to link in and link in with the family here, and hopefully bring some better understanding, and so we can not feel so anxious about it. Together we can. Together we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Diane says the DOJ just announced a critical incident review of the massacre, the Uvalde massacre, at request of the mayor. Over 200 FBI were sent this last week. Yeah. Yes.
Well, that's part of what we kind of read on Friday about.
Yeah, we did. That's what I was. I remember
intervening and investigating, and
right.
I think the initial question was, would it be focused on specifically one individual? Meaning, what's his face? Can't think of his name. My goodness. But what we came to the conclusion was, the FBI is going to definitely investigate, but it's not going to be specific to him. It's going to be, overall. So,
yeah. So definitely we saw that the FBI was coming in to investigate and do this critical incident review and create change, because the world, if we keep doing this, because they're not making the gun reform that we need to figure out on this end how to respond better. So I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and read on this and just kind of say, how is this going? What change made this? What is this going to create? Like what's going to come out of this review? That's the question. What will come out of the review? And while we check into that, I do want to answer everybody who's talking about no one's taking Motrin or Advil anymore because of kidneys or health problems and like that. I can't take anything else. I know that it's bad, but it's the only thing that will address my migraines. So if I take that quickly, as soon as I see that I'm going blind, I take that quickly, and it'll address it. It'll take the blindness. So it'll work really fast. If I miss it and I don't have anything, then I'm in bed for 2 days. So I don't know what else to take, guys.
I think it's, it's also being mindful of how often that you're taking
I don't take it. I do not take it at all unless
that's good.
This happens.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so specifically the question is, what are we going for here?
We are going.
What's going to be the outcome?
Like what? Yeah, what's coming out of this review?
Yeah, what will come out of this review? I can't take Excedrin, William. I've tried. I can't take Excedrin. I have a really bad reaction to Excedrin. I've tried the Tylenol to address this and it doesn't work. Limitrix. Okay. Okay. Let's see outcome here. Yeah, they also want to use this information to help with reform. So whatever's there's gonna be some of the information coming out will also help with reform as far as gun control. They're going to use some of the, and they're showing me police officers not wanting to go in against because they're not armed with a K-15 or whatever you know what I mean? They're going in against someone who has a blah, 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 and they have a little gun. You know what I mean? So it's going to be. It may help. Some of the information coming out of this may help with the actual reform. I know, William.
So I used the deck of character. And this wasn't the first card that I drew, but I just want to hold it up because it's appropriate. I did actually get the gun.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
And because I knew that was in this deck, I was like, let's see if it shows up. So there's that. I got demon. And I think that's the manipulation of when it was going on, when it was actively happening, the misguidance and the lack of response and, all the miscommunication, all that stuff. And I do think there is going to be a determination. There is some element of a cover-up with how that was handled.
Mm-hmm.
I got watchdog. So, be ready, guys, because, we're going to hear some things. I do think that the microscope is in there to make sure that we figure out the origin of this. It's such a public deal. It's the spotlight's on them. So they have to be really diligent about the way they approach this, right? This investigation. I got club. And I got egg. And with these together, it kind of makes me feel like maybe there's too much of I don't want to say old boys club. That's not where I'm going with that. It's more or less the tradition.
The NRA.
Yeah, there's like this consistent. Yeah, I guess this could totally be.
Yeah, egg on their face.
Yeah, and how it's going to backfire on them. I got night, which I think is awesome. It makes me feel like the truth's going to be revealed eventually. I don't know the timing on that at all, but I think it is going to. It's going to happen. And then I got magnet and graveyard. So I think this indicates the end of the old system of handling things like this. And maybe this is the last event of this kind that will initiate some new laws, some new procedures, a new way of thinking. So. That's what I'm feeling with these cards. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that's so.
Yes.
Yeah, my cards indicate too a little bit of hopefully some change here. I have the Four of Wands. That's something to look forward to here. I feel like they're going to make some changes. It's going to be made public with the Six of Wands. The King of Cups. This is bringing in the balance and being really committed to this case. Of course, it's going to come with its burdens with the Ten of Wands here. But the Six of Pentacles, I think it's going to have to be, and I feel like this is with the NRA. It's like, okay, let's meet with a middle ground here. There's going to have to be some give and take here. It's definitely going to have to be some give and take. The base of my deck, I have the Tower. Obviously, we've had that tower moment or in the tower moment right now. Nine of Swords is right underneath that. A lot of stress and worry and anxiety. I also got here the book. Things are going to be revealed. You know, we're dealing with some clouds, a lot of stuff that needs to be worked on, but to just breathe. And then I got the Lily. I think they're going to bring some peace and harmony to this situation.
Yeah.
So I think something is going to come through with this. At the base of my deck, I do have the free bird card.
Yay.
So
that is good. I do. There's going to be, from this tragedy, you know, the phoenix will rise is what I'm sensing here. But yeah, I have the rainbow and the 10 of cups here, and and look at that word on the 10 of cups on this deck.
Safety. Wow. Safety.
So I feel like this is all about creating safety for our babies to go to school and all, you know, overall reform. But this is the goal of 200 FBI agents they sent. This is a big deal, guys. Mm-hmm. This is like, finally, they've had it, like, right? So I do see them bringing in and connecting, and you have the lovers there, and I'm covering the naked body there. Everybody's like, you don't have to cover that. But yeah, so I feel like the lovers card coming in here, you have a higher spiritual stuff going on, and that connection and understanding and so forth, plus the wizard. So I just feel a lot of wise. There's a lot of wisdom behind this as well. You have the Empress coming in here. So I feel like they've been sitting on this they've been wanting to make these changes. Obviously, we've been wanting, but this is giving that push. And with that Empress there, I just truly feel like it's going to be pushed through. You have, I have the Club card too, but I have it in reverse. And so I feel like this is going to, like, that connection with that dark money from the NRA and the whole NRA thing, it's going to turn them upside down because no longer are we going to sit back just because of fucking money and let our babies be killed anymore. We don't care about your money, NRA, anymore. So they're coming in, and they, with their the Three of Pentacles there, the experts coming through and getting in there and cutting away of all those things. It's going to be bumpy, but it's not overnight, but they are taking action on this.
Yeah, it's time to cut through the bullshit already.
Yeah, cut through the bullshit. And so, and you'll notice I cuss a lot when I'm in pain.
Well, I mean, it's look, I can't even go down that road. It's just ridiculous. I don't know, do you guys remember that old commercial when Sandy Hook happened? And it was this commercial that the kids, it was a bunch of kids, they're in school and they're all happy and they're talking about different things. And then it shows them like running, closing doors. And some are like, they're explaining, one's texting her mom, I love you, mom.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Remember that commercial? It went dark. Like it was all happy, and then it went dark. And it showed this kid with a skateboard. He breaks the window to get out, and kids are jumping out the window.
Grabs their pencils to use them as a weapon.
Yes, as in they're standing by the door to use it.
Yeah.
And that, I remember when I saw that commercial, how terrified I was, and just thinking like, oh my God, surely we're going to do something, right? Because this is, how can we continue to let this go? And how long ago was Sandy Hook? You know, it's like, God, it's like unfathomable. I can't even believe that we're here and we're dealing with this, and 2 weeks away from another mass shooting in a grocery store.
Right.
And
I mean, my first exposure was the whole Columbine thing. And I thought for sure that's not going to happen ever again.
Oh, yeah.
And that was how many years ago?
I know.
So you have since 1998, we've had like over 100 school shootings. Don't forget, like all the other schools. And so we are raw enough right now as a nation, and we are it's like one of those things where everybody is at the end of themselves because we're raw from global happenings and just nationally, and coming off of the Trump year, the whole thing. We are just raw, and the nation is raw, and you see all this like this, and so it's like, and then this happens again, and now we've had fucking enough. Like,
Yeah.
we've had enough. And so it's kind of like, when we had enough, when your cousin was killed, Sonja, it was just like we were right in that moment, and we've had fucking enough.
Yeah.
And it changed it that whole enlightenment shifted, where everybody's eyes were now open, and we can't go back, we can't close, right? So now that was the shift. And I feel like with this is the shift. It hit in that exact moment that it is the right timing, that no more.
And I highly encourage people to, write, whatever you need to do to your senators. I sent letters to my senators. We, a lot of times I think we feel like we're helpless and we can't do anything. And, but just sitting either is not doing anything. Whether it helps or not, I don't know. But we just need to speak up. We need to speak out. And if there's a march going on in your area, you feel comfortable and safe in doing that, then do that. But we need to turn the volume up louder, because
exactly, because now's the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, to march, how many different signs do we hold now? Like, we have all these things that are at the forefront that we need to be screaming about. So you have 5 different signs to carry.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Turning up that volume is important, because if you think about it, it's something I say all the time. The other side, they're so loud, they're so noisy. They make such an impact because they say so much. And I think we do have a tendency to just kind of, it's our demeanor. We just kind of, we're like, well, if we do A, B, C, and D, things will work out the way they need to be, because that's the right way. But, maybe we need to get fucking in there, and really get more vocal, be more participant, and get loud. And I think that needs to happen. And I know I'm going to start doing that myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm guilty of that as well. I'm usually the one that's like,
perfect.
Things will work out, and let the law. No. So,
right.
Yes, Debbie.
Whether we can.
Sure, girl. Yes. Exactly.
So, again, it's just one of the, these last couple of years, we've been being called out from underneath the carpet, and we cannot get back under there. Or I like the toothpaste. We've been squeezed out of the toothpaste. We cannot get back in. So so we're out here. We got to take care of business, and we have to scream. And if all the events, if you didn't get up and scream from this last couple of years events, it's hard to sit on your ass when all these babies are taken like they were. It's hard. You just can't. So this is the last straw. Yeah, you can tell him. My family, Ben and Sierra, and my kids, and my partner at the time were in a school shooting situation. And I was working up the street, and I was not allowed to, and I didn't know what. I was literally out on the corner, because I was hosting a huge fair. It was I feel like I was being a Sonja at the time, and I was hosting an event, a job fair at the college up the street from where my family was all down the street at the schools. And so I'm on the corner making sure everything looks good with the balloons and the posters and stuff. And all of a sudden, over 100 police cars come racing and literally going around the corner, going down towards the school. And I'm like,
oh my God,
not today, not my family. You've got to be kidding. And so I ran in, and sure enough, it was you had the helicopters and the police cars and we went on lockdown. The college went on lockdown as well, and because you never know are the shooters walking around. So to be in that position where you don't know if your family is alive or dead is horrific.
It's the worst feeling. My daughter was on the Capitol shooting that happened in DC. She was on her field trip, and she was on the plaza when the shooter started shooting. And so she called me and she's like, "Mom, there's a shooting." And I remember just freezing and being like helpless. I'm in California, she's in DC.
Right.
And she wasn't in the immediate building, but she was still in the vicinity. Some of her classmates were in that particular building. And I couldn't get any news. I had no access to anything because it was happening. It was in the moment. And so the only thing that could help at that time was Twitter. Social media does have some perks. So people were tweeting what was going on for the information I can find. And she said that they completely, I guess they have these things that come down on the windows and everything else. And she was sitting down on the floor, and every time she could call me, she would. But my God, I can't even imagine. And unfortunately, I saw the news clip of the families that were trying to get to their kids and the police stopping them. And I'm thinking, as a parent, what would I'm like, you know what? They might have had to shoot me, because I don't know what I would have done. I think I would have lost it and really try to go in there to save my child or whatever kids that I can. And the fact that I'm hearing police officers saving their own kids, and it's just a mess.
And stopping the parents from trying to go in.
Stopping from the parents, and they're screaming and yelling. And I just, oh my God, I just cried so hard, and just praying over those families and babies and the man that had a heart attack from his wife being killed. It's just awful. It's just so awful. And it's like, my God, how much more of this can we take? It's just ridiculous. To see other countries when they have a mass shooting and they put laws into place right away, it's like, really? We're really going to put guns before human life? It's money and guns.
Look at New Zealand and Sweden, and they're different. So many countries that have weapon control laws in place, and they're doing just fine. It's almost like we look at them like, or we don't even look at them. We don't even use them as an example. I don't see any shame in learning from other countries. No. I think that's something that we tend to not do. It's all, we got this under control. No, we don't. We really don't. Let's see what everybody else is doing and why it's working for them, and let's implement that here.
Yeah.
But then we're back to the money.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
What's his name? I can't think of what his name is. One of the government, he was just like, it wasn't Abbott. Oh God, it'll come to me. But he was just like, America's the safest country in the world. What crack are you smoking? Just insanity that to the degree that they convince themselves to believe these things.
The American dream is not that,
Ted Cruz. Yes. Ted Cruz. That's who it was. I was just like, dude, you are on some serious crack.
Yeah. And then our poor children who are the poor babies that
look at that. How awful is that? How awful is that? What is that? For their mental well-being? That's not healthy.
Hello. Yeah.
Not healthy.
All right. So,
All right. I gotta shake that off.
it is
I know. Can we end the live stream? I need a moment. Good grief, man.
And yeah, Greeter says, I feel if you kill innocent, going in to kill babies. So yeah, he is a psychopath. This is a true bona fide psychopath.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was something wrong with him. Okay, here's something. Diane says Biden. Biden. Oh, okay. So,
Robb Elementary.
Biden went to Robb Elementary. Okay, awesome. Abbott rolled up. So Biden was there, and Abbott rolled up, and people started booing.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, he got booed.
As they should.
As he should. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be so irrelevant eventually. It's not even funny. So
yeah.
Oh, Aiden.
Aiden Reads Tarot is here, and I am going on his channel on Tuesday. So
yay!
Visit us there. So that'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
Yep.
All right. So back to the questions here. But yeah. So at the end, of course, we're going to be in the prayer requests along with Ukraine and all that. We'll be praying for these families. And
it's like how many people, how many families do we have to keep adding to
and it's like, it kind of passes over time for us, but it will not pass for them.
No.
This is with them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
This challenge of all of that. And it, as a parent of kids who have gone through this, you never get to, and partner at the time, you never get through that. It is always part of how you do life. So, all right. All right, we did that one. Got a prayer request. All right, so we're moving on to a whole different topic. This will be a little bit better.
Will it? And which virus are we talking about? COVID or monkey?
Monkey or COVID? Because
COVID or monkey?
We have.
I mean, it's not funny, but it's like, geez,
no, it's not funny.
God, it's like,
it's always something, right? All right. So, will the virus get worse or better in time?
But I'm serious. Which virus are we talking about?
Greeter, let us know what virus you wanted to look at. So Sonja has had COVID twice, and this one, she said, is not as, it kicked your ass, but it doesn't kick your ass as bad as the first one.
Yeah, the first one, I was literally sick for 5 weeks, and I was laid out flat on my back, and they said that I didn't have the fever with the first one. I didn't get a fever this time either. So at that time when it first came out, no one knew anything about it. I couldn't see a doctor or anything like that. This one, I like what Debbie said. It's like having a cold on crack. Yeah. It's like 1 minute you might feel okay, and then the next minute I'm just like exhausted. And I think that's the tough one about this, is just constantly feeling tired, which really sucks. But I'm about almost a weekend with it now, so I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I did take this past week to rest. You got to drink a lot of liquids, and resting is just, that's the big one, is resting. Unfortunately, I had to work, and I've had it since Monday, and so I went to Mexico. I had a great time. I'm happy for that trip. But like the last day I started feeling kind of funky, but I had to take a COVID test to come back, and it came out negative. So I thought, oh, okay, everything's okay. My daughter's test was negative. And then Monday when I woke up, I said, something's not right. and I took a test and it turned positive immediately. Hers didn't turn positive until a few days later. So yeah, she kept coming back. Hers kept showing up negative, and then because she left, she was like, "I'm out of here. I'm not staying with you if you're positive." But then then she ended up being positive. So yeah, it's been kicking our butts, but you just got to take care of yourself. You just have to slow down. I find it very humbling. It's a very humbling experience for sure. But yeah, did Rita say which virus she was referring to?
COVID.
Oh, COVID. Okay.
Aspie said if you were born in the U.S. before 1972, you are protected 85% by the smallpox vaccine you got way back then around the age of 1.
For the monkey.
That's what I heard too. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
Better. Smallpox. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I think it's going to be, it's just different. I don't see it getting worse. I just feel it different.
Yeah.
I think because of what we went through and are going through still, that they're going to find better ways to bring healing and protection, healing. So if you get it, there's better ways to bring that healing, and also ways of protecting you. So I do feel it over time. I don't know that we'll ever see it go away, but we'll have better ways of dealing with it as we move forward.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the anchor. So it's here to stay. But it's going to be a little more balanced. Yeah, it's going to be our loyal friend, unfortunately. But I also have create yourself. And what I feel with this is that it means that it's really important for us to take care of our bodies, to take care of your health. It's time to, and I think that's one thing that came through for me this week as well, because I'm always consistently working with diet, and not talking like fad diets or anything like that. I'm just talking about an overall healthier lifestyle. And I think it's important for you to create yourself in a way that your body can have enough energy to fight off these viruses and things when they come. So if your immune system is low, it's fine if you're vaccinated and everything, but you need to give your body more equipment, more energy to be able to deal with this. Vaccination is not enough. You need to make sure that you're feeding yourself the right things. At the base, I have the ship, the travel card. So I think there's going to be more stuff coming from other places and things like that as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
Over here, I feel like a lot of it's a lot of a case-by-case basis. I mean, I agree with you ladies about other things rushing in. I actually got the 8 of Wands, which gave me the feeling of more coming in. There's always going to be a little bit of something. But, depending upon if you're, I think, there's so much scientific stuff with this. I'm thinking of it more on the scientific level of everything. And also, if you've been getting your shots, if you haven't been getting your shots, if you got those certain blood types that they all talk about, and it is about, the way you take care of yourself and whatever things you're doing proactively to just make sure you have a good basis to fight off whatever's coming towards you. I got the Hermit and I got the World. And that's my little case-by-case basis setup that I'm thinking of. I do think it kind of depends on the individual, but just worldwide, I think that it's just something we need to pay attention to, and it's always changing. And I did get the 5 of Pentacles, so we'll call this my little COVID card. So I do think that there will be more coming in different. I guess they'll be represented in different ways, new variants or whatever. But I got the Strength card. I got the 3 of Emotions. And I think that is everybody's ability. We've been exposed to all this stuff so much now. We know what to do. So that's great. We kind of know how to handle this, and we know how to protect ourselves, protect others. And then I got the 6 of Wands, which I think is good. And I got the Muse of Emotions, which is like the King of Cups. So both of these indicate a very promising future. But it's really.
Let me see that other card.
This one?
No, the other one. Is she eating something? What is she? I can't see.
It looks like she's drinking something.
Yeah, she's drinking from a cup. So because it's the Muse of Emotion, so it's the cup.
It's like feeding your soul with medicine, the right medicine.
Like an elixir.
Elixir. Yes.
Elixir. Yeah. I like that. So
yeah,
taking care of yourself for sure.
And I feel like we now have people in place. You remember the former guy took everybody out of that realm to be, now we have everybody back in place. We're back on board. So we have a little bit more heads up for these things, because there's people who are aware of, I know we have everything melting and in Antarctica or whatever, and all these new things possibly be coming up. But with those new things, I also heard from my spirit team will be ways to combat it as well. So you have the antivirus too. So you have the virus, but you would be able to, I don't have other words for it, but I feel like if you have a team in place of experts, they can help with this.
Mm-hmm. Which we should have had from jump, but.
So Melinda, that shot, I remember the shot you get and you have that little scar on your arm?
Oh, my mother had that shot.
Oh, I did too.
Whatever that was. She had it was like a little tiny circle on her little arm.
I have that too.
What is that one?
That is the smallpox, right? Okay. And so someone wants us to read on, since we're on the subject, on
the monkey pox.
Yeah, so that was from the smallpox vaccine. This little Lisa, too little to get the smallpox. You're too young to get the smallpox.
I mean, I'm only 30, so there's that.
Okay, Pinocchio.
Deal, Dave. Dave. Okay, so how is this going to play out? The monkey pox.
All right. The monkey pox. I do want to say Sonja calls it monkey paw, but I just want to throw her under the bus on that.
The monkey paw.
She's like, "What's up with that monkey paw?"
I'm renaming it. Because it was a book or something about the monkey's paw. That's why I keep getting it confused. It was like either it was a movie or it was a book or something about a monkey paw, and I'm trying to remember what it was, but come on, everybody, back me up on that one.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at my cards like, oh,
Thanks, Aiden. Aiden's in there.
Yeah, he's like
trying to support my age there.
yay.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah. So this card jumped out, and of course, this is all about it. I mean, this is the virus or monkeypox. It's a virus, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, and I feel like, and I just hate to say this, but I feel like there's something political going on with this. They're going to politicize it or try to create some kind of fall guy. And so somebody's being or challenged. I feel like there's this, but I could be wrong, but I feel like there's a certain group that's being more challenged with the monkeypox than others.
I'm with you on that 100% off of the cards I have over here. I'm not even
So
kidding.
Because it's that certain, people group that is having that challenge, it'll be, I don't know, some kind of, I don't know, something, just because it's that people group. So if it's gay men that are having the most problem with it, guess what?
Right.
They're going to make it into a thing, and not look at it as a true, like, hey, this is.
I am with you 4,000% on this. What
Awesome.
you're saying.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm feeling on this. But
all right.
But go ahead, Sonja.
Okay. So we need. This is another thing that we need to get our voices out there, and just and together we can make it be heard and known, and that this needs to be taken care of. Give support. And that'll be the key thing to get it out of, because this is the authority. This is like kind of out of your hands, but we can bring light and change. We just need to get in there and support and get our voices heard.
Yeah. Thank you, Shay Kitty. Yes, The Monkey's Paw. It's a book. It's a 3 Wishes horror story. I knew something about the monkey. I knew something about it. So yeah, thank you. That was it. That was
nice.
it. So yeah, I got the Shield and War. So I do feel like this is something that was kind of put out there. Possibly. Some may be shielded from it, but not all. And I also have Island and Breathe. So I feel like it is isolated. And but for us to breathe through it, let me pull another card here. I got Fairy and Leap.
Okay.
So because I know as of right now, there is no type of cure or anything like that for it. It can last from like 2 to 4 weeks, is for what I read. So there may be something that will come out to help with this, possibly. I pulled a few other cards here. I got the High Priestess. So it's all a mystery right now. But I do feel like something, a proposal, a message, something that's going to come out about it. And it could be, I have the Ace of Cups here. I feel like maybe possibly a cure or something for it. Have you seen it? It's nasty. Like
I still haven't seen what it looks like. No,
it's really gross.
So I got 3 cards that always make me feel more along the lines of it's obviously it's a real thing. For those that have seen pictures, there's evidence that I guess it's a real thing. So it's out there. But I got tongue, stereo, and guitar. And that all makes me feel like along the lines of kind of close to what Debbie was saying, although it's a real thing, I think it's going to be used as a platform incorrectly
Yes.
to do other things,
Correct.
which is the rest of my cards
Yep.
here.
That's what I was. Yeah.
I got key and I got tunnel. And I think it's going to be kind of a gateway to zone in on a specific group or a specific type or a specific race or a specific socioeconomic whatever.
Right.
That's just kind of what we do. It's unfortunate. I got house under construction and I got farmer. And this is going to be the beginning of something else for us to talk about for the next few months, is what I'm getting off of that. I also got bulldozer and home. And that makes me feel like it's when something like this appears, you want the focus to be the cure. It's like, let's fix this. But I think in the meantime, that whole thing's going to happen. I think there's going to be an attempt to break down a group. So this is what I'm seeing as the group breakdown. This is something to minimize the value of some specific whatever. And I don't know what that is yet, but I'm sure it's coming. And that's not cool at all. But that's what I've got.
Spirit Watcher, thank you so much. Blessings to you.
Oh, blessings.
Beautiful. I read through just kind of on the overall, for all of us, what should we be aware of? How do we protect ourselves and so forth? I feel like, I drew out of all these cards, I never drew any death cards. However, it's a very uncomfortable thing. We already have safety guards in place. It's hard to get. You literally have to have contact with the person, right?
Yeah.
And
exchange of fluids.
Yeah. So, but how we can support and change policy, I do feel like this is like we all said, this is another opportunity to make some changes but moving forward.
Capricorn Queen, it's now in the US too.
Yeah.
And also
there's a case here in Colorado.
And there's a case in California.
I also feel like it's another opportunity monetarily, pharmaceutical companies and, who's going to have the availability to, things to resolve that issue. If you do have it, here we go again.
Yeah.
So.
But these are all very positive cards as we move forward. You have the bear, the letter, the bouquet, and the stork. So this is happening, but things will change, go towards a positive movement, progress. This is going to create progress in the whole. So mark my words. On the other end of this, we're going to see some progress in humanity.
Marie says, so now you get pox from doing the funky monkey.
There you go. And there you have it.
Pretty much.
And that's probably how they got it named.
Yeah, I could do without the name personally too.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
lame.
where did they come up with
so lame?
Names? All right. So, are we going to create a vaccine for that? That's a good question. I do see pharmaceuticals involved here. I don't know what that looks like, but I was just shown pharmaceuticals being involved. So maybe that means a vaccine. Yeah. The name is Lane.
I think that's the fairy that came in here.
Okay, yeah.
Fairy, they're going to bring in something to.
There you go.
Work with this.
That's right, JJ. The name is Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Europe already has one, so yeah. So there you go. All right. Okay. Pam says CBD for migraines. Thank you for that, Pam. And William's going to go, oh my God, Debbie, you really can't take anything. I have a bad reaction to CBD oil as well. I
Oh,
can't.
really? What about, I saw someone mention it, and I know I use it for headaches, is peppermint oil. Have you ever tried that? Does that help at all?
Yeah, that helps a little. And
Alleviate a little bit of it anyhow.
a little bit.
Debbie's a delicate flower. She just needs a
is, my
little
goodness.
bubble.
Delicate flower.
It's okay.
So
Cowpox. There's cowpox?
cowpox.
Oh,
Why do they keep using these poor animals' names? Chicken pox, monkey pox, cowpox. Boo.
Why don't we just call it the farm pox?
Right. Wildlife fox.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Terry. So in regards to my migraine, that a lot of you are like, what are they even talking about? At the beginning, we all we took a long time talking about ourselves, and one of them was migraines. So a lot of my migraines were alleviated after I had heart surgery, because I had a hole in my heart that was creating the migraines my whole life. Didn't know it. But I still get these other little migraines here and there now. And I do have this nose spray that works really well. However, that being said, I'm out of it. So if I'm out of that, I have to pump in that ibuprofen. And I know everybody's against that, but that's the only thing that works for me. And I don't like to take it either. So, all right. Hurricane Terry. Hi, Terry. One of my members, one of my beautiful supporters. Hurricane Agatha in southeastern Mexico, please. So let's read on Hurricane Agatha. Where is Hurricane? Is it off Mexico still? You, Debbie. Thank you. Okay.
So
has anybody? Is this off? Is this still in the ocean, Terry? I saw waves coming inland when I was there this winter. Oh, so you saw it. Okay. In her mind's eye, she saw the waves hitting.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see. I got confused. Okay.
Right. So it's, yes, headed south to, can you say that, Sonja? Headed south to Oaxaca?
Where's, I don't see.
At 11:14.
Oh. Yeah, you're asking the wrong person. I'm so bad with the name pronunciations. Yeah, I'm familiar with the town. How to pronounce it is a whole nother story.
Looking at how to pronounce the name of the city in Mexico, which is the capital and largest city of the eponymous Mexican state. How do you go about pronouncing the name of the city and state? In Spanish, it is pronounced as Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
That's it. Yeah.
Oaxaca.
Okay. Yay.
I knew I was going to butcher it.
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca. Or I've heard people say Oaxaca.
Oaxaca. Okay,
Oaxaca.
she spelled it out for us. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry.
Oaxaca.
Okay. So hurricane.
Sounds like Fozzie Bear. Oaxaca.
Waka, waka, waka.
Waka.
Sounds very native, doesn't it? Yes, I see some flooding here. There, Tuta got it for us.
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
I do feel some flooding here. Can you grab? Oh well, all right.
JJ said, sounds like my language.
It does. It totally does.
Oh, JJ, giving you a big hug. Interesting.
Yeah. We also have very interesting cards. I do feel there's going to be some water. Are they used to hurricanes? Because I also see that they're, people are, they're prepared. There is, fear, I feel, but I do see some flooding.
I like that you said something about being prepared, because I felt an element of preparedness with the cards that I threw. I got the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. And that's what I'm feeling with the preparedness of it. But I did get the Three of Swords.
Yeah. So I feel like there's going to be some.
Yeah, and I also got the Nine of Swords.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got the Six of Swords and the Two of Wands. Oh, look at you. Yeah.
Nine of Swords, yeah.
Yeah, I got the Six of Swords and the Two of Wands. So, it's definitely something that can be overcome. But along the way, there's definitely going to be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I got that too. I think this is the flooding that you saw, Debbie. I have swamp and dust.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like there will be some flooding, some things destroyed. But I feel like a lot will be protected. I have the shield against the dragon.
Yeah.
So that's the storm. So I feel like a lot of people will be shielded and protected and prepared. The base of the deck, I have the bulldozer though. Some things are going to be knocked down and need to be, I feel like this is the cleanup card. It's going to need to be some cleanup.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we need to send a bubble of protection. But I do, I got the same thing. And I do, Terry, I feel like there's going to be some flooding. I feel about, the young hippies that live there. It's important that they get themselves to solid ground or put up some protections for themselves. Stay safe, grounded, secure. It's important that they secure themselves. Be smart about this. But anyways, yeah. Let us know, Terry, and keep us posted. So, but I feel like there are people who know how to prepare there, so I'm hopeful for that. I feel like a lot of people have lived through similar things there, as far as this goes. All right. Oh, that sounds awful, Sonja.
It's actually sounding kind of good now.
Oh, you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coughs are so annoying, though.
Oh,
They're the worst. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
when you
grateful
get a
that it
nagging
hasn't
cough.
been consistent, It's just every full blue moon.
Yeah.
okay. 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 Prayer request. Okay. Here we go. So again, at the end, we do prayer requests. So if you do have your prayer requests, go ahead and throw them in. And when we go to the couch in a little bit, we'll be talking about how to deal with negative energy. I just have to throw that out so we all know what we're doing with. How to deal with negative energy. All right. Okay, I was looking at I got distracted on okay. Hi, Wiki. Is Moscow Mitch being sincere in his willingness to work for gun reform.
I think so, yeah. But it's not for the right reasons.
Right.
I think he's totally, I think he is willing to do that. But it's not because he cares. There's something else behind that. I'm just going to throw it out there, but let's see.
Why does that not surprising?
Yeah. That's just how I feel. But let's see.
Yeah, he's, I see him speaking out of the side of his.
Oh, always.
Always. Diane says that MTG said Monkey Pox can jump from person to person because monkeys jump from tree to tree. Okay. All right.
It's so funny. The first card that popped out for me is the Queen of Pentacles. And the word that stands out on this is good business sense.
Yes. It's all about business.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good business sense.
Nailed that.
Ha.
Craig. Yeah, I've been starring the prayer requests.
Yeah, I popped one in too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Karen, exactly. McTurtle has an ulterior motive? What?
Yeah.
Look, I only needed to pull 3 cards on this. You already saw my first one with the Queen of Pentacles here. Good business sense. I got the Devil. So obviously those are reasons for his own interest. So he can have the public recognition. It's the 6 of Wands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to show mine
Look,
too.
and then look at the 4 of Pentacles. That's on the base of my deck. Just being stingy, kind of sneaky, just being really trying to be discreet about it.
For sure. Yeah, I got the Devil too.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. I also got the Page of Coins and Justice. I think this is his attempt at kind of balancing things out for himself, for his party. There's a bigger picture here with this. But be completely on alert, high alert with this guy. I got the 7 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. So he's still all about tradition and, everything that he's been standing for in the past. And with the 7 of Cups, the whole illusion delusion, he could switch this up at any moment, whatever he's doing right now.
Exactly.
So don't trust what he's saying. I think it's
never trust what he's
saying. There's a lot of potential for more manipulation and everything with him. But yeah, I do think he's sincere about his willingness. But there's something else there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's all a show of power, but the facts are hidden to why. So he's showing that together harmony, but it's not for reals. Illusion delusions.
Yeah. We're all getting the same cards.
He's a sad squirrel connected in with just.
And a sad turtle.
All 3 of us got the Devil. How funny is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and 2 of us got the illusion delusion.
Yeah. So, yeah, there you have it. He is, and she said, I'm afraid he's going to be like Lucy with the football. And there you go. That's
totally.
Yeah. So thank you for that question. I wanted to read Luna Light. Thank you for that. I do want to say Luna Light says, migraine, stop eating gluten and watch your diet for preservatives, artificial ingredients like coloring, MSGs, etc. I am gluten-free. I am a pescatarian. I don't eat much sugar. I used to be completely sugar free until I'm like, I like ice cream.
And Swedish fish.
And Swedish fish every once in a while, right? So those are rare and in far between. So I wanted to let you know, but yeah, that does help. I've been gluten free for, I don't know, 12 years. 13 years.
Wow.
Before it was even cool. Like, it was hard for me to eat back in the day. There's nothing to eat.
I love gluten.
I love gluten.
I'm so the poster girl for what you're not supposed to.
And Joanne talks about that migraines were triggered by food sensitivities. Yeah. So I'm very careful about what I eat.
Oh, that's rough, Debbie.
Yeah. I'm one of those weird ones, but
you're a delicate flower.
And so my migraines too, they were caused initially from the hole in my heart. So it had nothing to do with food or eating, or it had to do with other things. So, all right, we did that question. That was not a question. I had to read through it to see that it wasn't a question. Sorry, guys. Okay.
I'm going through finding all the prayers.
Yeah, okay, good. Thank you. These are just,
I'm just here. Just here.
Sonja's just sitting there looking purty. That's what she's doing. Just sitting there. Being purty.
Okay. And Donald says, Debbie, look into a plant called Feverfew. It's a natural plant and it helps treat migraines. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
So have it in pill form that you can take. I have Feverfew, actually.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And when do you take it?
I haven't taken it in a long time. I think I did buy it for headaches a long time ago, but I haven't used it in a long time.
All right. Well, I'm happy to say that we went through all the questions. And so now we're literally going to be going to the couch.
Here we go. Lisa, you're not going to the couch with me, Lisa?
I was looking for prayers. Sorry.
No, I'm going to the couch. I'll look into that hyperglycemic.
I mean, I am sitting on the couch, so I guess that.
Well, that's right. You're Debbie and I are really the ones that need to be going to the couch.
I've got a leg up on you guys.
Okay, so on the couch, how to deal with a negative energy and just hard energy, right? And so most of us here are empaths, even if it's just a little bit. We are human, and we have a sense, and we can empathize with people. If you're a true empath, though, it's a whole nother ball game, right? We take on those energies and so forth, and it's tough. And I've talked a lot about it this week. So those of you who have been with me throughout the week, I've talked about as we maneuver through all the energies that are coming at us lately, and this last one especially hit us hard with the shooting, and you know, you get to the point of like, oh my gosh, like, what do I do with this energy? And then the aftermath of working with it too. And maybe it's possible that, you know, when you work the front lines, that there is time where you have to do that 4 swords, where you take that time out and rest and restore. And maybe I didn't do enough of that maybe that's where the migraine came yesterday. It was just like you hit that wall and it's time. You need to lay the fuck down and just allow spirit to move through and heal and cleanse and restore, because you need to get back out there. We need to be out there, empaths, to help shoulder these emotions. And we're the ones that are equipped to know what to do with it and to surrender it off back to the sun, back to spirit, back to source. We're the ones who are able to take it and move it on, no matter how hard it is. That's what we're here for. Light workers are for that. So when these things happen, we have Ukraine, we have the shooting, we have this, we have that, we have constant bombarding of this. So it's so important. As light workers, this is our job, and it's hard, but we're equipped. You are superheroes, you're superpower. And so taking and help shoulder that, and then send it on, allow it to move through and send it on. You're helping with that energy, that poor man who had the heart attack the day after his wife was shot. It was too much, right? The pain, the anguish was too much for him. Even though all of us were helping shoulder this, it's too much. So
yeah.
So it's the same with negative energy or hard energy. Go ahead and allow it. You allow it to move through. You recognize it. The first thing is to recognize it and know that it's what's happening with it, and you put it in. Here's just a simple, and I'm sure Sonja and Lisa have other things that they can offer here, but it's in my hands right now. Negative energy from today, I'm placing it in my hands right now, and I can feel it. There's a lot of energy. We're all feeling a lot of things today, and I can feel it right here. Like literally, I can feel it. And if I go like this, I can feel it grow, because I'm taking all your hard energy, you guys, but I'm keeping it right here. I'm not allowing it to touch me because I know it's right here. And then I'm just going to lift it up, and I'm going to send it to the light. I'm going to send it back to source. And it's not.
Beautiful.
So it's not in me. It's not anywhere here. It's back to source.
And on that same note, you can also collect and receive from source. There's a process, a technique. It's called Heaven Russian In. This is a Donna Eden energy exercise. And you just reach your hands up to the heavens, and you collect all the energy. You feel the energy as you're collecting it from source, from the heavens. And you want to just collect it, and you bring it in, and you could bring it into your heart space. And just feel that energy and just tap into it and feel how good that is, just taking it all in. And it's so beautiful. And even if you have other pains and aches, Debbie, I encourage you to bring it into your head, bring it to different parts of your body that you may be suffering from. And you just collect that energy and you bring it in. And another beautiful process, it's called the Rampage of Appreciation. So if your energy is really low, or if you're experiencing a lot of negativity, look at something in your home, or if you're outdoors is better, right, to be in nature. But for instance, I'm looking at my plant over here, looking at that plant represents, and I just did a video on this, but plants represent growth. They represent health and all these different things. And just look at that plant and tap into the plant energy, tap into that energy, and then just have it just grow and increase, and feeling that connection and that appreciation for it. And it could be anything in your home. Maybe there's a photo that you have of something that feels really good to you. Tap into that photo and feel into the energies and have it just expand. So these are different ways that you can shift negativity that you're feeling. It's also really important to pace ourselves. As Debbie mentioned, there's so much going on in this world. So give yourself a break. You don't need to know every last single detail, every last single little thing that's going on. Sometimes you need to pull away and allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to take the rest that you need, because what you feed your soul, your mind, body, and spirit, that's what you're going to take on. So the more of all this negative stuff that's going on in the world, the more you keep feeding yourself with it, that's more of the energy that you're going to feel. So be mindful, pace yourself, don't take on so much of that.
Yeah, I feel like I don't have much to add to any of that. With me,
What do you do for yourself?
For myself, it's really, well, first of all, I do want to throw out there, guys, I was a first responder for years. So when these incidents come up, I didn't respond to mass shootings, but I responded to things. So I think just maybe I've trained myself to kind of compartmentalize my feelings with things sometimes. It's not that I'm ignoring the negative. It's just, it's like self-protection kind of. So I'm able to kind of separate myself a lot from different things. So somebody said Lisa eats cookie dough. Yeah. That's probably part of it too. But
that's a good one.
Well, I mean, but one big thing that can make us all relate, if you've never been a first responder, is just what we're doing right here. What's happening now? I think just talking about it and spending time together, and we're so powerful as a team, and the positive energy and the the acceptance and the forgiveness and the willingness to open your heart up to different things and push all that negativity to the side. I think it's important. I think it's something that we all do, either whether we are conscious of it or not. I think we're all really good at doing that. So, but yeah, just take a breath. Like you said, rest, take a moment, think of the positive things that are going on, things that you are so grateful for. It really outweighs a lot of the bullshit if you think about it. It really does. So,
well, and I really like what you said, Lisa, about connecting for that outside support, connecting in with others who are like-minded, and
that's important to do,
and feeling together. I love that. So I hope that, and I see a lot of the family here, they also offered some beautiful ways to deal with hard energy. And Jamie, the sleeping thing, it's been a hard week, right? A lot of work being done in our sleep this week. And it would make sense, especially empaths. We tend to travel at night helping others. So that would make sense. And crazy dreams. But Dream Team tonight on Spirit Intuitive Tarot channel.
Oh, you read that, didn't you?
She's like, I'm going to erase that. So she has to try.
Yes.
So that's at 5 p.m.
5 Eastern
time on Spirit Intuitive Tarot channel.
Yeah.
Dream Team. So come talk about dreams tonight with us.
Yay.
So, but there's so many little things, you guys. There's music, dancing, singing,
sound,
and just general. I just heard something this week that I thought was brilliant. To help you get out, if you start getting sunk into it, and you're like, I'm in the middle of a panic attack and I can't get out of this challenging energy that you're tapped into. I always encourage people to sing, and if you can, dance. But singing is great because you're focusing on the words, and and your breath is focusing on getting the words out. Singing, so it helps the breathing, so the panic tends to go away.
And there's no shame in doing something that's out of the ordinary. If you need to just sit in a room and scream,
scream.
Oh, I've done it in my car. I'd go sit in my car. Well, when I had a car, I would go sit in the car and scream because nobody can hear you
punch
there.
something. I mean, just anything, any outlet is any outlet is good as long as everybody is taken care of.
Because it helps with that breath. It
Mhm.
resets the breathing. So anything that
For
helps
sure.
to reset that breathing. And I love the screaming because you can take a little towel and just scream right into that
Sure.
towel and do that. Go
Yeah.
around, put bare feet. All these things are just beautiful, you guys. Some physical things that you can do. And I love that.
Come sing with us on Tuesday. Lisa and I are doing Can You Sing It this Tuesday.
Can you sing it on Tuesday?
It's my birthday. It's my birthday thing that we're doing. A special edition this Tuesday.
Yay.
Come have some fun. Release. We just want to have fun.
And by the way, while we're on here, everybody, I'm still looking for a partner for Sonja. So email me if you're interested.
Nice. All right. So
thank you, Melinda.
Very fun. Get on there, people. Sing, sing, sing. All right. So we're going to move into the prayer request area. And so again, as we move into, if you're new, we also address unspoken prayers because we have a lot of family here in the background that don't necessarily get in the chat. But so we do unspoken prayers as well. But for those of you who keep the prayer, we have many who keep prayer lists for the week. And so we have Karen Conray for prayer requests for her brother. And you guys can go ahead and read. We're not going to read these all, but just for those who need the names, go ahead and write those down. Genealogy Junkie. I have these prayer requests here for the week. So with the name and the actual request, we have Flying Without a Broom. Okay. We have, sorry, those aren't prayer. Oops, sorry. For Ukraine. For Sonja.
Gina, thank you.
I'm going to come back to Joan Karen. We have for Shay Kitty's friend. For Jenny Penny's niece. Okay. For T Drum's brother. Okay. For Tammy's daughter. For Steve. For Joanne. Hugging you, Joanne. Physical therapy. Okay. Okay. For Craig. And Marie says Steve needs to go to the ER. We'll pray for that. Okay, Paisley. Okay. And that's a hug. All right, so I'm going to go back to this one for a minute before we go into linking arms here. So for Joe and Karen. So Karen, what's Karen's new channel name?
Starseed Awakening.
Starseed Awakening is the channel that Joe and Karen have here on YouTube. And Karen, of course, Karen and I, if you remember way back in the day, we used to do a lot of reading together. And so she's one of our sisters here, and her partner Joe has recently had a devastating diagnosis, and can no longer get back to work and all those things, and is waiting to get on the heart transplant list. And he's young. These two are young, so this is kind of all just sad and horrible. And the reason I'm taking a moment with this is because she is one of our sisters here, and we do have a GoFundMe page, and I'm hoping that
I put the link in there earlier.
Okay, so Lisa has the link in there for y'all. But I'm hoping at some point Lisa and I will put together a time of we'll do free readings of all kinds, and all the money on that day will go into the GoFundMe. So but also we need a lot of prayers. So be looking for that event eventually when we figure it out. But yeah, so that's that on there. Okay.
Yeah. We want to add to the list, not just this recent shooting, but all shootings that any families had to endure with losing their loved ones, and keeping people in prayer as they work to make sense of what has happened, and just trying to pick their lives back up again to move forward. I can't even imagine.
Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and link in and spend some time. So we're linking in, gathering together, gathering all the prayer requests. And as we do, we're moving towards the all source light, love, and healing that you can see right in between us. And we move towards into the light. And we're just all going to put one hand into that light, holding on to the prayer requests and releasing the prayer requests into the source, into the healing, God's light, source, universe, releasing all the prayer requests. And linking back in. Into gratefulness and love. Aho.
Aho.
Oh,
So it is.
And so it is.
yes.
In your heart space, it can look like your heart space, yes. All right. And for all the prayer requests that continue to come in, know that they are part of this all movement in.
Yeah. See you only, daughter. We have it.
Got it. We got you. All right.
And Mims too. Let's see.
All right. Hugging you all, and we will again, remember to continue to link in during the week whenever you need to go back into that space of love, light, and healing. And those of you who are working with the prayer request list, go ahead and take that list with you as you go anytime this week. Lisa and I will see you tonight on Dream Team on Spirit Intuitive Tarot YouTube channel at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Sonja, we're wrapping you up with extra love and hugs as you heal.
Thank you.
Always.
You have a big week coming.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna be gone for a little bit.
Gone for the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
It's the next 3 Sundays, right?
Next 3 Sundays. So 2 Sundays, the organization that I work for, I'm a event planner. So we are participating in 2 different pride parades. So I have to organize our group for the parades. So I'll be tied up doing parades the next 2 Sundays. And then after that, I will be doing my plant medicine ceremony one weekend. So I'll be back the end of June.
Just in
Wow.
time for me to go on a trip.
Yeah.
It's time for me to disappear. You guys
I
go
need it.
everywhere right now. I haven't gone anywhere lately, so I think I need to go.
There you go.
All right. So I forgot where I was, but hugging everyone, and we'll see you on our perspective channels this week. Tomorrow, animal readings with the Spirit Whisperer and myself on my channel. So we'll see you there as well. And then on our perspective channels during the week. So, all right. Blessings to you all. Thanks for hanging out with us today. And we'll see you all next time. Yay.